Good evening, everyone. Hope you all are doing good. On behalf of DigiSaksham family, I welcome you all in the webinar on basics of SAP and HANA. With the motto Learning for Earning, Scenes Group initiated DigiSaksham as a skill development wing. For more details, you can visit our website www.digisaksham.com or can directly contact me, myself, Sakshi Narayan. Let me introduce the expert of today's webinar, Mr. Lokendra Kumar. He is currently a solution architect in S/4 HANA implementation and migration project based in Noida, specializing in implementation of S/4 HANA for one of the major pharma companies. He has worked with Accenture, USIT, Dabur, HCL, and Birla Group. He has a work experience in India, Australia, Nepal, and having led more than 15 projects of India, US, UK, and Australia customers for implementation. Mr. Lokendra Kumar specializes in ERP and also in migration, rollout, and support. He is having 23 years of work experience. He is having rich experience of project management and consulting, implementation, rollout, support, upgrade projects for Indian and overseas customers. He is SAP certified solution consultant, NetWeaver 7.2. He is having 13 plus years of experience in Basis, NetWeaver, HANA, Solution Manager, implementation, and software. So now, without keeping you much awaited, let me request Mr. Loken to take over the session.
Yeah, thank you, Sakshi. In this PPT, we will cover about ERP, what is ERP, okay, what is SAP, how it relates with ERP, okay, and SAP AG, that is the company. SAP has developed this software, right? So that is the company name SAP AG and Strategies, right? And we can cover in SAP training, and then we will discuss career and scope, and then finally it will be question and answer, right? So, and like one more thing, one more very important point, why SAP and like there are other technologies also. Okay. So first I'll show you this thing that is stand apart from crowd, right? So what does actually meaning? Basically, like there are lots of student like passes every year, MCA, BTech, MBA, okay, different streams, okay, and like approximately 60% of candidate goes to like Java, .NET, PHP, and other technologies. Okay. So now question comes like how will you get job easily and how this ERP concept is useful for you. So that all we will cover in this area, right? So that means you should have a technology, okay, or like your CV should be ready with the technology, and uh, that is easy to get a job in market of this seminar. Okay. So at this time we have a technology that is SAP, and basically SAP comes under ERP technology. Okay. So here is some statistics like thousands of institutes are producing thousands of students. Okay, and like they are competing for a job, right? Now question comes, what basically companies looking, right? They are looking for plug and play employees. Okay, company don't want to invest further on their training or on the technical skill development. Okay, so if you get any technology or if you get knowledge of such technology, which can get easily job for you. So that is a plus point, and in that way you are apart from crowd. Okay, and like IT is core of all major organizations nowadays, right? Knowledge of IT system gives you resume as okay, and that IT technology should be a skills blended, okay, and that skill will be your IT skills, and in this skill we are going to cover on SAP technology, right? And there is a high demand of hybrid IT plus business skills, right? Let's say if you are doing BTech in mechanical, BTech in electronics, you are doing MCA. So during that course, normally they will give you training or lectures on, especially on theoretical topics, right? But apart from theory, industry wants technical trained candidate and who are having knowledge on business also. Okay, like business, how a purchase order is processed, how a sales order is processed, how finance entry impact the system, all those things. Okay, and no doubt, if you are technically strong, if you have good knowledge about different systems, like other than your typical language like Java, and you have a knowledge of SAP also, so that will be added advantage, and you can get more pay in your peers competition, right? So now I said that SAP is part of ERP technology, or you can say SAP has been developed on ERP technology. First, we have to understand concept of ERP. What is a ERP? ERP is a like collection of business management software, sort of integrated applications. I'll cover in detail. Right? Used to collect, store, manage, and interpret data from many business activities. It's a real-time software, right? So ERP basically is a concept. In theoretically, if we talk about, so the theory is something like it's a concept which tells management or which help management to get more on their resources. Or you can say uh, this is a concept which allows industries to to utilize their resource uh, in such a way so that can get maximum benefit at optimum cost, right? So maximum benefit means company profit will increase, and at optimum cost means this is a parameter, like like a company is making a product, let's say 1 lakh rupees. The product value is 1 lakh rupees. Okay, and there is a similar product available in market which cost is 2 lakh or maybe 5 lakh. So there are different customer ranges, right? So one customer is buying a product of rupees 1 lakh, 1 lakh, right? And second was 2 lakh. So optimum cost is means like whatever they are paying, at least the cost should justify, okay, or quality should justify. That means if I take an example, let's say Maruti 800, okay, or Alto, and there is Wagoner, there is Swift, no, and now we have Brezza or Ertiga also, right? So like cost is varying, but that doesn't means a person is using Alto, so he will get uh, like compromise on speed, compromise on, like speed will be there, sitting space will be there. Only thing, there will be more features in higher version or as per cost, right? So that is the like concept of ERP. So to achieve this ERP, there are different M concept. Okay. So first concept was 3M concept. So that that is material, manpower, and machine, right? So all these are resources of a company. So here, like we'll talk about material. So how we treat it as a resource, right? So in an industry, let's say there is a company which manufactures, let's say, like car, right? We can take example of Maruti or any other car, or you can take example of like any LED TV or mobile phone you can talk about, right? So that company required certain raw material to produce that finished goods, right, or finished product. So one side is input and next is processing and second one is you can say output, right? So like here material concept is the company will purchase only required material. They will not purchase extra material. Okay, that is the ERP concept. Okay, let's say uh, I'll show you in Excel. Let's say raw material is tire, steering, clutch, engine, plastic. So let's say we have to produce 1,000 cars. Accordingly, this material will be required in certain. So let's say company has ordered one car will use 5 tires. Okay, so as per like production quantities, you have to buy 5,000. Similarly, 1,000 steering, clutch 1,000, and maybe plastic part. Like say there will be different plastic part. So 10,000. So once this material reached to factory, they came to know that already, let's say 500 tires was already in stock. 200 steering, clutch maybe 100. So ultimately the cost is, let's say, 5 lakh. Right. So what ERP says, first you have to calculate this part so that accordingly you will purchase from market. Okay. If you purchase extra, then this is a material cost. Okay, and this is a loss to company. Right. So that is the material concept. Whatever you require, you have to purchase only that. Now we come to let's say manpower. Okay, so like a employee sitting idle in a company. Okay, that is called overstaffing or over recruitment. So that is again a loss to company. And if sometime there might be chances that there like production capacity is down for certain regions, so company can fire the employee. So that is also against ERP concept. So they have to balance the manpower. Okay, so that let's say there is maybe there are 5 employees who are sitting idle, but they have skills. They have let's say an IT company, one person is having knowledge of Java, and their project is over. Now they are on bench. Okay, so company can utilize their skill into other technology like SAP ABAP development or .NET or PHP or machine learning after giving some training. Right? So that is the manpower concept of here. How to manage your manpower in effective way. Right? Then we have machine. Machine should not sit lying idle. Okay. Uh, Similar way like your money. Okay, the cash flow. Right? Like how much a company is having cash flow, that is their financial capital. You can say financial strength. They have to develop certain method. Okay, like one side I'm getting payment from customer, and other side we are paying to our vendor or employee, right? If a vendor get payment after terms and conditions, let's say company has decided a payment terms of 30 days or maybe 60 days, but they have not paid to that vendor. after 60 days, after 90 days, or maybe 100 days, or six months, you can say. So what will happen if there is a dependency on that vendor to get some raw material? So that vendor straight away will deny that first you clear my old payment, and this for this order I need advance payment. Okay. So ERP says that if you think your customer should pay you on time, similar way you have to pay to your vendor on time. Okay. Then we have media and management, right? So let's say a company who is spending on their branding or advertisement to sell their product. So they have to plan such a way so that advertisement cost does not increase. Okay. So that is the concept behind it. And management, there should be a management, right? You can say management of your managers, of your CEO or directors. Every person should under that management. Like concept is behind that. Company has to control their cost, right? So that is the concept of. Now I finish this ERP concept. So SAP is also made on ERP concept.
Your
Right.
voice is lagging a lot.
Sorry. Hello. Yes, Akshay.
So there is some disturbance in your voice, I think, in some network issue. It's getting disconnected in between.
Okay. Let me check. Let me check. Now it is fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, SAP is one of the ERP concept, okay? And there are other product also in ERP. Let's say Oracle applications is there. Okay, there is one company, Info, Microsoft Dynamics, and there are many other ERP also. And sometime Tally also claim that that is a ERP, but that is very small level ERP. You can say a shopkeeper or a mid-level store or mid-level industry that can use Tally. But if they want actual benefit of ERP, so they have to choose anyone from them, okay, like SAP, Oracle, Info, or Microsoft Dynamics, right? So now let us discuss something about SAP. So SAP stands for Systems, Applications, and Products in Data Processing. That means this is a suite of different business applications and different products, okay, which is used for data processing. And data processing is a part which every application or ERP system uses for getting business results, right? And it was founded in 1972 by 5 German IBM engineers. They have left their job and they have developed this software. Okay. And now it is world's largest business software company, and this is world third largest independent software provider. So nowadays, SAP is a preferred technology platform for most of the global companies, and SAP is the largest business application globally with 65% stake of customer worldwide. Like in total ERP business, SAP shares 65% of that strength, and in 35% rest of the ERP comes like Oracle and Microsoft Dynamics and Info. And they have very strong enabled business process and workflow system. SAP system are less about technology and more about business, right? So they have very good business integration between different modules. We'll discuss later on that slides, next slides. And like once you have SAP knowledge, you are good in any one of the SAP module, then like you can piggyback your career on a market ladder and global brand. Like SAP is being used worldwide. Okay, domestic companies, companies in US, companies in Australia, Middle East, European countries also. Right? They are using SAP. And this is some statistics about SAP, like uh, more than 263 customers in 190 countries. They have installed SAP and they are using it. And 80% of customers are SME. I mean, middle, small, medium enterprise. And like there are larger customers also, like if we talk about in India, Bharat Petroleum, Reliance Industries, Dabur, Minda, like that. This is the some statistics about SAP. 86% of global Fortune 500 companies, 98% of most valued brand like Walmart is there, Reliance Jio, automobile companies, they are all using SAP. And food industry is using, pharma industry is using, athletics, footwear, okay, chemical industries, and the many other ones. So now, like as I told, that SAP is an ERP product. Okay, so and that is being for like to get a maximum result on business. So how it will be possible? So we have different modules in SAP. Okay, so these are basically business module. So we have divided into two parts: technical module and functional module. Right. So in functional side, we have sales and distribution, which cover order to cash cycle, material management, which covers procurement to pay cycle, or PP is production planning, uh, quality management is quality control, plant maintenance is there, and for human related uh, like payroll, salary processing, employee hiring, that comes under SAP HR. Okay, and there are some industry specific solutions also offered by SAP, like SAP for retail, SAP for oil and gas industries. There is workflow module. Okay, workflow is something like that. Let's say I have applied for a leave. Okay, so my leave goes to my manager for approval, and let's say uh, they, uh, my manager already is on leave, so he is not able to approve my leave. So after certain period of waiting time, maybe one day or half day, so that will go to next level. So that is called workflow. Then we have project system, okay, where company uses like heavy industry like making of railway bogie or making a boiler. So in that case, company uses project system. Okay, and there is asset management. Companies having different asset, like they have different factories, different warehouse. So that comes under asset management. And controlling is what? To control overall cost of a operation, of a business process. So that comes under costing or control, right? And we have a five module finance. Okay. So simply whatever we get, or whatever debit credit, or like how much we have pay, how much we have to pay, how much we have to receive from customer, that comes under finance and control. Okay. So SAP product, right? SAP has like three division. One is SAP AG, so that is parent company which has made this software, and SAP America. Okay, and these are two subsidiary. And SAP provides like approximately 100 products. So one of core product is SAP ERP. They have supplier relationship management. They have customer relationship management. They have supply chain. they have product life cycle and SAP network. And if we talk about like customers, okay, I told you worldwide, companies are using SAP. So like Lenco, okay, Agni Aerospace, and major banks like Bank of Baroda, PNB. And if we talk about major, oil and gas industries like Indian Oil, Bharat Petroleum, Hindustan Petroleum, Reliance Industries, they are all they are all using SAP. And in public sector also like NTPC, okay, Gas Authority of India Limited, Steel Authority, they are all using SAP. And in private sector, major company, you can talk about Reliance, you can talk about Tata Group, you can talk about Modi. Okay? So all these are using SAP. So like there are some implementation pattern also where you can get chances of job like Accenture, IBM, HCL, HCL Exxon, CS Technologies, okay, AP, Diverse Infotech, Wipro. There are many IT companies. Okay. Hires, and basically, there are different module uh, which can be covered in this training. So especially the people who are interested in programming, okay, so they will go for SAP ABAP. Okay, is the development language of SAP, and it is similar to like Java and other language, and it follows object-oriented programming concept. The person who has done MBA in finance or they are from BCom or MCom background, they can go for finance and controlling. People who has done uh, BTech or MBA in supply chain or mechanical, electronics, they can go for sales and distribution or material management or production planning. And who has done MBA or BBA in HR, okay, or marketing, they can go for human resource course, right? And the people who are interested in uh, database administration, okay, and system administration network, there is a module basis, okay, business application software integrated system, okay, so they can go for basis module. So career scope, let me explain. There are like three type of opening which you get in SAP. One opening will be created from a manufacturing company. Add some resource who can maintain their software or ERP system. Dabur, Minda, Maruti, or Gas Authority. Okay. And second parts come with IT industries. Okay, so IT companies has resources on their role to support their customer. Let's say uh, Tata Motors, required some support from from third party company. Like their resource is not able to resolve that problem. They can contact to the like IT support partner. So uh, IT company will send their resources to customer location, or they can do it remotely. Okay. And like there is a scope for on-site assignment, like people are going to US, European countries, Australia, Middle East. So there are three type of openings. One is domestic industries, or you can say manufacturing industries. Second one is IT industries, and third one is uh, abroad opportunities. Right. So like how we can help you in getting a job. So first thing that what is SAP, like how to get a quality training so that you like your confidence will build up and you can correct it. like that will be covered in more detail, and how you can select the right module which suits your qualification or your degree or your diploma. Providing hand holding and oversight to make sure you require hands-on skill. Basically, if you go for SAP training, so it requires theory and practical both. Okay, so that your confidence will be high and you can crack interview easily. Okay, guide and prepare you to pursue related employment opportunity, like whatever opening we get or we get through our placements, we will help you, provide that opportunities. Okay, so that way will help you, and we have our own consulting company, which is and we have some customer who required SAP resources, or we required SAP resource to support these customers. So some of them are like Orbit Electric, Lumina, Asia Biotech, some HCL Infosys, India Group, Al Group, and LPS. There are some more customers like Tata Power, Patanjali, Nexus, Artemis Hospital, Munjal Auto, Omni Rubber and Pipes Limited. So, how your like career will grow, or how will you grow in it if you enter into SAP. Okay, so later on you can go as an IT manager, you can work as a business analyst, you can be a subject matter expert after you know uh, 7 or 10 years of experience. Okay, like in selective area or in your own area, like if you go for sales and distribution course, or you are a developer in SAP, or you are an admin resource in SAP, or functional manager or SAP consultant. And there are global opportunities also. Okay, so we will cover questions also. Let me explain you about HANA or HANA. Right? So basically, what is SAP HANA and what is SAP ERP? Okay, so both are product from SAP company, and S4 HANA is a business suite which is latest version of SAP, a suite for HANA, and that runs on HANA database. Okay, so HANA, what is HANA database? Let me explain you. Actually, it is a in-memory computing database. Like in-memory means if we talk about typical RDBMS like Oracle, okay, and Microsoft SQL Server, DB2, Sybase, they work on like cache memory mode. Like your core data will be stored on your hard disk, and once your database is up, so like some selected data will goes to uh, memory on the basis of selected queries, and once your data is processed, then it will come back to hard disk, or you can say storage, and vice versa, like from storage to cache, and finally RAM. Okay, but in HANA database, that is high performance analytic applications. Once you start your database, okay, or database server, so whole data will store into memory. Okay, so your data processing speed will be 1,000 times faster than a typical database like Oracle and other. So that is the difference basically, SAP HANA and other databases. Okay. Like hardware technology innovations, it it uses multi-core concept. Like there is a query, there is a large query which can take 2 hours in processing, but in SAP HANA that query will divide into your available cores, available CPU core. So in that way your data will process in faster way. The like difference between SAP HANA and database. So S4HANA runs on HANA database, okay, and you can use HANA database for analytical purpose also. Okay. That is the concept. So basically, here you can see how it works. So, like your trade, your this is your Oracle and other, and this is your typically HANA part, and you can understand in slides. This is your HANA architecture. Okay. So there are different integrated services, and your data will goes to memory, directly goes to memory, and it will process your data. So that is the concept. So I think Sakshi, we can have now question and answer session.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So,
we can have now.
yes, there is one question that if it possible to share the PPT and the resources by mail, can you share that?
We will share. Not an issue.
So they want to know that what other opportunities, job opportunities they can have,
Like other opportunity,
like in the new market after COVID, the market is not that virtually open for everyone. Now
right, right.
it is connected to the network only. Then how they can get access to the new market, how they can enter in that
Okay.
market, like SAP and HANA.
Okay. See, yeah, not like this is true that nowadays, people are suffering from this losing of jobs or they are not getting right opportunity. Okay, but
Yes.
like worldwide, now slowly production has been started, and in India also company has started production. Okay, so maybe after 3-4 months there will be huge requirement in industry. Okay, so like something will start from scratch. Okay, new industry will start. Okay, new production will start. So definitely there will be lot of jobs in India as well as outside India, and they can go for in different module of SAP like SAP ABAP for development, SAP sales and distribution, SAP material management or production planning. So definitely there will be lot of opportunity after COVID-19, and like now we have to live with this virus. That is also hard truth of the industry.
Okay, sir. Sir, what is the main basic difference between SAP HANA and SAP ERP? If in basic terms we, as a general public, anyone ask or want to inquire.
Yes, I'll tell you. See, SAP ERP, like that is, you can say ERP is a basic concept, right? And SAP works on ERP technology. Okay, so let me show you. That will clear this. Okay, so here's the answer. Actually, when SAP has introduced their first version in 1972, so they came up with R1, right? So R1 is means real time and one tier architecture. I'll show you like what is R1, R2, and R3 also. And after that, they came up with SAP R2, real time with two-tier architecture. And after that, they came with R3 ERP. Okay, that was ECC, Enterprise Core Component. Okay, and the last version is SAP ECC 6.0, and there are different EHPs. Okay, enhancement package. Okay, so in after ECC 6.0, that is SAP ERP, they have launched different enhancement packages. Okay, that means like you can say earlier people were using Swift. Now Swift has been turned into two parts. One is Swift Desire, and second one is again new Swift. Okay, so maybe you can say like engine is same, but there are different features added. Like mileage has improved. They have given different automatic control. So similar way, base concept is same of ERP, but they have added different features, right? So that is the concept of SAP ERP. Okay, and now they came up with S4 HANA. So S4 HANA is also ERP, but that runs on HANA technologies. Okay, and they have to sell their product. Like so you can say old wine in new bottle. So definitely taste will be different, or that will have a good quality. So that is the concept behind SAP ERP and S4HANA. So that S4HANA is latest version, or SAP ERP is older version. So that is the only difference. I think this can answer your query.
Yes, sir. So there's one more question. What is the SAP HANA Studio?
Okay. Basically, HANA Studio is a tool which is used to connect database or manage database, right? So every database has a tool, like Oracle has Oracle Management Studio, or Microsoft SQL Server has SQL Studio. Similar way, SAP is also having a studio which manages entire database. That is GUI based software.
Sir, there's one more question. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one more question that SAP implementation is done overall in the company or in few modules it is implemented.
Actually, it all depends upon industrial scenario. Okay. So, but there are some basic modules, or you can say core modules, like SAP ABAP, SAP Basis, SAP Sales and Distribution, SAP Material Management, SAP Quality Control, SAP Finance and Controlling, and SAP HR. These are basic modules. So any industry, if that industry is going to implement SAP, so they will have to implement these 5 or 6 modules. But depend upon industrial scenario, like some company wants to control their cost, okay, overall cost. So they will use what? They will use SAP CO controlling. Okay. Some company wants to have asset management, so they will be using SAP AM, or asset management. Or let's say there is a company which works on building bulk project, or you can say turnkey project, like making a road of 1,000 kilometer, or making a boiler, or making a bus, or making a building. So that comes under project system. So including these modules, they will additionally implement this SAP project system. So it all depend upon requirement, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is the HANA Studio. Okay, you can see. So here we can use or we can manage our database using this HANA. This is a tool basically.
Okay, sir. So there's one more question that is schema is in what is schema in SAP HANA?
Actually, like in every database there is a schema, or you can say that is a logical assignment of your database tables. Okay. Similar way, SAP HANA is also has a schema where you can create your own tables, okay, or SAP comes with a different schema. Additionally, you can create a schema. So schema basically collection of objects that that is having tables, column, or rows, or permission. That is schema.
And sir, how the performance of these implementation will help the or will show the company's performance?
Okay. So basically, see, any system. What is a system? System is a collection of different business process. Okay. Let's say there is an online shopping site, okay, from Amazon or Flipkart or Myntra. Let's say you have placed a order, okay, and maybe like you have placed your order 3 days back, and today morning that had to be delivered. But yesterday evening you have cancelled your order, right? Or you can say today morning only you have cancelled your order. So, but delivery boy has left the delivery point, right? So, what company can do the moment you cancel a order, similar same time, one message will go to that delivery boy on their system that this order has been cancelled, and company system can search similar order in that locality, maybe in 3-4 kilometer of radius, so that the delivery cost doesn't go, go waste, right? So that is the concept. So that delivery boy deliver that product to some other customer. So this is basically integration of software, right? So what is real time? I have there was one topic, real time. Okay. So what does it mean real time? That means whatever transaction you are doing, if the impact should go to 10 tables or 10 modules, so same time that impact should go to that area. Okay, I'll take a example of banking system. Let's say in 1999, or like when we have started our career in 94. So let's say we have to deposit or withdraw some money from bank. So we'll go to counter, we'll fill up a slip, withdrawal slip or check, okay, or we deposit slip, and we will do our task. But the suppose I want my balance, updated balance, just after the transaction. So bank will never give you. Okay. So what they used to do, after banking hours, they will tally your ledgers, and finally they will update your balance, and next day you can get your balance, or you can get updated entry in your passbook. But nowadays you have a debit card, you have an ATM card, okay, or you do online transaction. So let's say you have uh, transferred some money to me, okay. So immediately your account will be debited, and you will get a message with this is your balance. So that is one real-time system, right? So if a company is having real-time system, definitely they are going to get benefit from that. That's why company spend crores or lakhs rupees in ERP system. Otherwise, there is no need to have a IT department, right?
So that means that the ERP packages are customized according to the company requirement.
See, SAP is a standard software, right? Let's say same software can use in banking, same software can be used in car manufacturing, same can be in chemical manufacturing, or maybe FMCG item like biscuit or paste or any food item. So definitely there will be changes according to industry, but SAP says or best practices that you use standard feature of SAP. But in case there is different requirement, or like country specific requirement, like in India we have GST, right? So our taxation will be changed. So definitely there will be there will be requirement of doing some changes in SAP or in standard. So that's what we required ABAP resource, right? So they will be doing any development in SAP.
Thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful session and giving us the knowledge on SAP and HANA. It's really an informative session. Thank you on behalf of DG Section.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.